4, 3,
No, too
2,
late.
1.
Oh, we already. Wait. It says end broadcast.
I know because I went live. I went ahead live.
Oh, you did?
He was counting down, and
I
it
was
was
counting
already-
down, and I was like, "Oh wait, it's actually going." So, look at us. We're like professional and stuff.
I know.
Something like that.
About
Keep
that.
it going because I'm still not booted. I mean, I'm still
I haven't figured out how to stretch it out now, so I'm going to work on that at some
Stretch
point.
it out now. Stretch it out
Well,
now.
it looks great.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
love
fancy. A friend of mine who did that. I was on a podcast of his. Guys, if you haven't checked out, his podcast is called Flows for You. Flows, the number 4 and the letter U. And so he and a buddy of his name is Jason. His buddy is, I'm going to get it wrong. It starts with a T. Trevor.
Thomas
Troy. T something. Anyhow, but
Tyson.
T
Howell.
is a beatboxer and Jason is a rapper. And I've
Oh,
actually seen him rap for years.
no.
He rapped at my church one time, and at first I thought this is gonna be silly, but then he started rapping. I was like, okay, I kind of like this guy. And so they do a podcast, and they asked me to come on some weeks ago, right before all this,
Were
or
you
right as it
beatboxing?
started. Huh?
Were you beatboxing?
No, come on. No,
Okay,
but we
share
did.
the link because beatboxing is like one of my favorite things in the world. I'm not even
Okay.
kidding.
Well, maybe I can bring him on, Trevor.
You were supposed to get them on a long time ago when we first started this, but
Oh, really, Joe? I
Yeah,
love
he
your
was.
shirt. That's funny.
I don't remember that. I think I declare shenanigans.
you're killing
But
me.
anyhow, I was able to do their show with to talk about some baking stuff. But it was a fun and hilarious show. It was
Was it?
hilarious. Yes.
Oh, so we don't need them on.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
I
fun
was-
and hilarious.
We
I
can't
was
have
their
people
guest.
funnier than us, so that's the problem. We've already done that once, and it was not good.
That's
Yeah,
true. That's
Hey.
true.
Do y'all know what today is?
today's Cinco de Mayo.
And then we get cut off.
And then we get cut off.
Yeah. If you wonder where the stream goes.
Copyright on that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty old. I think we can get past the copyright on that one. So
Yeah, you might be
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But it is. You're right, Joe. It is Cinco de Mayo today. And
it is Cinco de Mayo.
Taco
Taco Tuesday. That's right, Sandy.
and then regular Taco Tuesday.
Under a quarantine called coronavirus.
And
That's
then
kinda weird.
there's that.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, if we would have done things a little better, planned things out a little better, we could have had food today and actually talked about tacos. But because we planned so well ahead of time, we didn't.
Because
do it that
our
way.
assistants aren't good at scheduling.
Our assistants are horrible. They're
terrible.
terrible. Hey, before we get too far into it, we forgot yesterday, so we're actually going to talk about our business of the day.
Woohoo!
Our business of the day is Pretty Darn Amazing Productions here in Lubbock, Texas.
Huh.
They provide the best family-style entertainment for any event, 6 foot apart. Birthday parties, family get-togethers, grand openings, and more. They have magicians, balloon twisters, clown face painters, Santa and Mrs. Claus, and the Easter Bunny.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of this. And
Yes.
I usually hear about everything.
Pretty Darn Amazing Productions. We'll put their number and website in the comments so you guys can reach out to them. And whenever we're allowed to do events again, give them a call.
Yes, that's awesome.
I wonder if they would if you ordered them now, could you have them come to the house and dress up as the Easter Bunny one really dark night and just go to your kid's bedroom? You think they do that?
Yeah, and they knock it and they're like, "You forgot my eggs."
Yeah, something like that.
Anything. I mean, if you're paying, I'm sure that they can do it.
Or maybe we could hire one of each of the characters that they have, and they'll be in a different room of the house, and so everywhere the kid goes, they'll have a surprise waiting for them at every window to encourage them.
I don't know if I want a creepy bunny knocking on my window
I think it'd look cute, right?
to drop its huevos on my window.
So how was you guys' day today?
It was good. I went running and
Yay.
then came home and made some ceviche for dinner. How about you guys?
Oh, ceviche. That sounds so good, Sandy.
Yes.
Sounds real good.
Is that good?
Yeah. I love anything with lemon juice in it. So when you talk about ceviche and it's just immersed in it, oh man, that sounds so good actually.
That's so funny. Look,
What?
Not Joe. I didn't do that.
No.
People know me so well. It's amazing how well they know me.
We know what Joe did today
Yeah.
several times.
What did I do today?
So
Nap.
let's move on.
Oh. No, I actually was about to try to take a nap and I didn't get to it. I was really upset about that.
Wow.
Nap number 2. Nap number 1 got to, but nap number 2 I didn't get to. So that was
What was so important, Joe, that you could nap?
I actually had to go to work.
What?
Yeah, I was extremely busy at work
You
today.
call the governor. He needs to close it back
I
down.
was like, don't they know that I am not essential?
We know, yes.
Right. I was like, what is going on? I don't need to be doing this right now. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was crazy.
I'm
And
sorry,
then
man.
I made green chili chicken enchiladas.
Hey,
And
you
yes, I used a
hand
can.
rolled, man.
Do what?
Did you? I mean, you hand rolled? Is that what I saw in the picture?
Yeah, I hand rolled those mothers.
Hey, I do lazy enchiladas sometimes. Those just involve skillet, brown and stuff. Throw the tortillas in there and get a can. I know they were all over you for that can, Joe.
Yeah, they were, man. I was like, come on, y'all. I'm Asian. I'm not Mexican. All right. I bought them at the store. I was hungry and I didn't feel like looking up a recipe. I was just going to do it. So, you know.
And it was Cinco de Mayo in America. Okay.
Right. Yeah, exactly. My last name is Baker.
Right.
So what did you do to Mr. Pena?
I was working, freaking busy today at work, and then, I came home. I was going to show you a picture of the guacamole that I made tonight.
I saw it.
And, oh, you saw it?
Yes, I love guac.
It was good, Sandy. I was like, oh, snap. You know, I always tell people, like, when you're at home, so, like, I have this motto where as an adult, I can do whatever I want because I pay for it and I do it right. So, like, when I'm in the car and driving on a summer day or a winter day, whatever, if I want to have the windows down and the AC on full blast,
Yeah. Just
I
do
think
it.
I can do that.
I think
I
so.
can do that.
Yeah.
So if I'm at home on Cinco de Mayo on a Taco Tuesday, I totally can make a grip load of guacamole and then have like a side of nachos with my guacamole if I want to.
And you can charge Dakisa an extra $2 for wanting guac.
Holla.
Exactly.
That's right. And those kids too. You know, I tell the kids, as long as they put me in a good nursing home, I am okay with whatever they want.
I want a good nursing home.
Yeah.
I want to really bring the food to me.
Oh, and you know what? Actually, what else we did tonight, Sandy? We saw The Mandalorian, the first episode.
Oh.
I don't even know what that is.
So Baby Yoda's in there, and that was so good. I was like,
Was it?
I told the Keys, I was like, this totally cost like $1 million for this episode. I was like, this was excellent, and I enjoyed it, and it was so good.
Though, man.
I know.
I can't believe you just now started.
Yeah,
I
I'm really
wanted to watch
shocked
it.
about that.
You should watch it, Sandy, since you're on like the whole May 4th holiday thing. So
No, this is from a meme. I don't know what you mean. He's from The Mandalorian. This is from a Facebook meme.
I hate to tell you, but it's from The Mandalorian, actually.
Right.
Well, that's cute.
See, Jamie, she agrees with you. She told my husband about buying liquor. We're adults. You can do what we want.
Amen, Sarah.
Damn, I'm straight.
Preach it, sister. Preach it, Sarah.
I'm a grown ass man.
I know. That's what I always tell Eric. I said, I do what I want.
That's right. Suffer the consequences later.
Right.
Well, actually, the only time he's ever told me no is we wanted a parrot. And he said, do you realize how long they live? And
like
I'm
80 years, right?
They live for a really long time.
Longer than that, maybe?
And I was like, Cade, we're going to get a different dad. Don't worry. We're gonna get a parrot.
I do see those cute parrot videos all the time on YouTube, and I'm like, man, they look so cool to have.
Right.
They do, but they live forever. And Eric said no.
What's
So
the underlying cause there, assistant? Why
right.
not?
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, listen to this. My assistant's asleep on the couch right now.
Oh.
He's ridiculous.
It's
I'm like, you act like you went running.
How does that help you out any right now?
It doesn't.
Right?
It doesn't.
Jeez.
It does.
Sorry,
not.
Sandy.
Help
Sorry.
me.
All right, y'all. So we're going to get to our guest.
Okay, yes.
Our guest is awesome. I've actually known her for like almost 2 years now. And she is a phenomenal person just in general. But tonight, she is going to be talking about her fitness journey from Ms. I'll get it right.
Can you back up like 10 seconds? Because that whole
step, yeah.
mystery.
So
Blooper reel. Edit.
yeah,
Okay.
from Ms. I barely take care of myself to a phenomenal athlete who actually won her first 2 competitions.
Wow.
Whoa, her
Yeah,
first 2.
Her first 2, yeah. And I'm not going to spoil it, but her story and how she got started is just awesome. We'll start with that. But without further ado, it is Miss Elizabeth Lanham. Hey,
Hi,
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Welcome, Elizabeth.
I've been wanting to comment on the parrots and the baby Yoda and just been sitting here.
Okay,
You totally can. Yeah.
Mandalorian is awesome.
It is, isn't it? Oh man, I was so blown away tonight. I was like, the girls kept talking. I have 2 daughters, and I was like, shh. And then my wife would talk, shh. And I'm like, why? I'm like, you got to shush when they're talking. This is important stuff.
Right. Yeah.
I have had to ask 3 people for a Disney Plus login because I wasn't going to pay for it for Mandalorian.
So you watched it with 3 logins?
No, just one person.
It was a 3rd login that she was able to get.
Okay.
It took her 3 tries to find it.
Yeah. It is
That's
good
awesome.
though. I'm only on the first episode, and it's. I can't wait to watch one more after we get off of this.
Yeah, and watch it again, like the whole series through again, because you'll see things. It's a series worth watching multiple times.
Okay, all right, totally will. All right, what about the parrot?
So I'm really scared of birds, and 2 years ago for my dad's 60th birthday, we went to Horseshoe Bay, and we had a parrot sit on my shoulder. I about poop my pants. But this freaking parrot, their beaks, y'all, like you don't think that their beaks can like pick at things. My mom and dad are both watching this, and my mom can attest. Her diamond ring, her wedding ring, she had some diamonds on a band. This freaking parrot, like pushed, these diamonds are freaking tiny, like little tiny ones, pushed one out. Got her ring, and
oh my god, I'd have been never mind what I've been like.
We would have
Right. You know that on Dumb and Dumber when they snap its head and then tape it back together?
Yeah, we would
No,
have parrot stew. How does smoked parrot sound?
Right. Let's try it. If it would have done that, oh my gosh. It's over.
Awesome.
I think someone's giving you props, huh?
Right.
My friend.
Yeah. So
what did you do today? How was your day today?
Yeah. How was your day?
Mine? Okay. So I have a couple jobs, and I'm in the medical field, orthopedics. So we actually elective surgery started up last week. So today I've really been prepping for 2 cases that I have tomorrow. Just a lot of paperwork and planning that goes into how it never was before. But I also teach at Cycle Bar, and I taught 2 classes live Instagram today. Social distancing. It's really weird. Usually we have 50 plus people in a room, and now it's just me looking at my iPad and trying to be motivating. But
so did you have a giant screen TV so that you could have enough to view everyone in all the squares?
We don't do that. It's just an Instagram live, and
so it's just you and the camera.
It is. It's very awkward.
Okay. Isn't it weird? Yeah. Like I don't know if you viewers like you guys know, but like I try to do like a fair amount of looking at the screen so I can see Elizabeth, Joe, and Sandy what they're doing, and then also make sure I'm looking at the camera so that it looks like I'm paying attention to you guys.
Right. Exactly.
Here, I think whenever you have people that you can maybe like look at and there's human interaction, except with Instagram Live, you're looking at yourself and you're just like, I just messed that beat drop up real bad. That was embarrassing. Everyone
noticed.
No one noticed.
It was a lag.
Look at all your fans.
Cycle Bar.
And then you got, heck yeah, you do. I'm not sure what he was talking about, but are they?
So my community at Cycle Bar is literally insane. If you haven't done an indoor cycling class and you're living in Lubbock or surrounding areas, you're missing out.
Okay,
It is like,
let me interrupt you just a second. Hold on. Hey, Joe, you wanted us to do Toastmasters. You and I are doing Cycle Bar. Yes.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead.
snap. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
see what had happened
Yeah.
was
No.
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
as much as you, okay, so I've known Joe, it's been more than 2 years, sir.
okay.
It's been over 3.
Oh,
That second nap got him. So,
Every time that I sit with Joe, he has music geared towards the mood, the vibe, and the person that he's shooting with. He's got great playlists. So he loves music. That is Cycle Bar. It is music. It is rhythm driven. You would love it.
You
Have
would
you
love
seen
it,
it?
Joe.
I'm looking at the screen. You
Yeah.
would love it.
oh, wait, what'd you say? I'm sorry, I was a little busy.
Here he goes again. Okay, so you had a screen full of, or not a screen, you had a virtual room full of 50 people today as you were doing one of 2 Instagram classes, right?
I did, yes.
Okay.
And I'm sweaty and
How long are the classes?
well, right now I'm teaching 30-minute express rides, but normally they're 45 minutes. And that includes like a 3-minute stretch. So you've got about 40 minutes.
That's like 39 minutes too long for me.
You know, I believe in you. I believe in you.
I know.
In you, Joe.
Yeah, I'm glad that y'all do, but that's
You
great.
can like literally
Y'all
sit-
motivate me to think about it, and then I'm like, okay, where's my blizzard?
So, okay, here's the thing. A little over 2 years ago, I did my first Cycle Bar class because I hate cardio. I hate working out. I really do. Weird thing about my fitness thing, I hate working out. My mom and dad were riding at Cycle Bar together, doing something together. It like made their marriage stronger. And I was like, I don't want anything to do with this. It sounds like sweat. It sounds like awful. It sounds like people. Don't want to deal with people for sure. But then one day I decided I was going to go and ride with them. I will like that day changed my life.
Wow.
It's something that you can't put into words because it's a feeling even whenever you just walk in, and you can be so adamantly against doing it. Against yes, you, Joe. Yes. You could be like, I don't want anything to do with these people, with this atmosphere. I was the person that had my earphones, my AirPods, whatever in, not wanting to talk to anyone. Got on my bike, was in silence, was pissed off that I was even doing the workout.
Oh, that'd be me. I'd
5 minutes in, I was like, oh, wait, this is amazing.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the way I feel. Like the other night I was trying to make some lady fingers and the whisk fell out of the bowl and on the floor and broke, and I almost took everything on the kitchen counter and was just gonna throw it against the wall and in the trash, but it was 3 a.m. and I don't think my family's gonna appreciate that. So that's as close as I can relate.
But then you continued, right?
Yeah, actually I did. You're right. Yeah.
Was it rewarding whenever you finished?
I feel like, oh my gosh, that was so much hard and so much trouble. But I think the next batch I'm gonna make is gonna be so spectacular, out of this world. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah,
Exactly. Yes, it gets better every time. That's my little brother. He's the shiny
Oh,
kind of cuss.
PG-13.
He's awesome.
He's awesome. That is cool. So, Miss Elizabeth, tell us how you got started with your fitness journey.
Fitness. So my fitness journey is not Cycle Bar. That is my life, my fitness life now. But my fitness journey actually started whenever I was 2015. I was a second-year senior in college, and I happened to get into this personal trainer. I was working in a bar restaurant, and He kind of took me under his wing. He was a little bit older. Fitness was his life. So I was kind of skinny fat. That's me.
Skinny fat? No idea what that is.
I hated working out. I would not sweat. I would not go into a gym. The most that I would ever do is a 20-minute abs class at the rec. I hated it.
That's 19 more minutes than I would do.
I was texting most of the time. Don't worry.
Okay.
But this guy was very well known, not well respected, but well known in the community. And I was like, I want to get to looking like the girls on Instagram. This is whenever Instagram models were kind of starting to hit. And so he taught like this CrossFit class. And I got into it. I was getting healthy. I was showing that my body was kind of made to be an athlete, but I never really had the motivation or the desire to do that type of work. So, yes, Disney rides. Disney rides. I played Moana in one of my rides the other week.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you a quick question on that, Elizabeth, because now they brought up the Disney, and you seem excited about that. A couple of weeks ago, there was that Disney thing at the house, like where people were, I think NBC or CBS, whatever, they were doing some sort of online Disney sing-along program.
Oh.
And so it doesn't sound like you know it. So my thought was like, I wonder if you watched it, and did you pull the bike out and be like, let's go, fam?
I don't have cable. I'm really.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. My kids just started watching TV about 2 years ago, and they have been like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever, Dad. Why did we wait so long?
Politics are awful. I just want to not.
I hear you.
Definitely hear you. Okay.
Anyway,
Sorry,
so
I digress.
what, John Michael? Okay. Anyway, so I was working out. I was getting strong, and my trainer was very opposed to me getting into this bodybuilding world. So there's like lifting, and there's CrossFit, and there's cross training, and then there's bodybuilding. Two different things. So bodybuilding is more of an aesthetic thing. It's not necessarily how strong you are or how healthy you are. It's more about the shape of your body and how you can manipulate different workouts, different diet regimens, different movements to look a certain way. And I was made for it, y'all.
You sound like you found your calling in life, kind of thing.
I did. I gave up my social life for 5 years. I didn't.
Oh, wow.
I did not date for 5 years. I didn't really go out because bodybuilding requires a level of discipline that it says that only 1% of the population can ever compete in a bodybuilding competition, but then 1% of that 1% can go to the pro level. It is extreme.
Yeah.
So it's like giving up every bit of your alcohol consumption, which my glass is empty.
You've lost me, girl. You lost me.
I know. No, there's no alcohol. There's no cheating on foods. Like you eat the same thing for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the amounts get smaller and smaller and smaller. The closer that you get, it's a lot. But
I've seen some of those bodybuild like YouTube videos. It's always hard, that line between the documentaries that you would normally used to see back in the day and YouTube, like you can just see anything or whatever, right? So I don't know if it was a documentary or maybe just like someone's personal vlog on it, but I've seen a few people's, because trying to meal plan for my family and things like that, I have come across videos like, they kind of intersect, right? Like people who meal plan for their families or for themselves, it intersects with a lot of what you're talking about. And I've seen them, I'm like, man, these guys, I mean, and I don't mean this in any degrading way, but they're beasts. Like they're like, I mean, my goodness, they are broccoli and chicken and rice. And, I had a buddy last year who passed away, but I remember one of the funniest things about him that I loved was like one night I used to ask him out to, let's go eat out. And I used to forget that, his regimen was, I think in the wintertime, it was high carbs. And so he was like, in the fall winter time, we can go eat at Pizza Ranch, a local pizza joint in town. But then during spring and summer, it was only high protein. It was high protein is what he did. And so it's like no carbs, man. And it'd be like, oh, okay, I gotta remember that when I used to hang out with him. So yeah, that's what you're making me think of now. That's that discipline you're talking about.
So Sunday night dinners, my family have been commenting. We do an amazing like cheese appetizer every Sunday. We have wine, we have whiskey, we have steak, salmon, baked potatoes.
Oh my gosh.
Every Sunday night. And I would have to go over there and watch them drink, watch them eat cheese and crackers. And I would weigh out my chicken or my salmon or my steak, depending on where I was in the season, because steak and salmon are actually higher in fat than chicken. So I couldn't even have those things. It was just chicken or sometimes just white fish and only 3 ounces. Do you know? Yeah.
No, the second pick too.
Oh, that was the second pick.
No, sorry, the other one.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
First pick, no diet. I'm not going to say that I was ever unhealthy, but I have a naturally small frame, and it was very, very difficult for me to build muscle. Very difficult. So this is whenever I was about 6 months into just getting healthy. I really had minimal muscle, but I was leaning out. And it just took me really finding a great coach, a great program to dial into what my body needed neutrally, what my body needed with weight-wise, with cardio. It's really just figuring out your body. I didn't do much cardio in the beginning. I had to build muscle, and you cannot truly build muscle if your body is burning calories with cardio.
Oh.
You have to.
Your body eats the
Yes,
muscle.
yeah, I have that problem too. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, is that what that is?
So, Elizabeth, is this picture like in that 5 years? Was this like in the beginning of the 5-year discipline?
Very absolutely.
Did you already at this point had you decided that you wanted to compete?
This is whenever I left that person, that coach. And this is Joe and I have talked a lot actually about why I got into this industry, why I competed, and it was because of this person. And it wasn't because he told me I could or that I should. It was because he quite literally spit on me and told me that he couldn't wait to see me fail because he was so opposed with me doing anything that would be better than him or push away from his training method. He didn't like bodybuilders.
Wow. So you were like challenge accepted, fool.
Oh, yes, I went straight into like beast mode, like watch me. So first show, placed first. I didn't place overall, which is like height categories. I am 5'0". I'm in the lowest category, so I'm very short. So placed first in my class, but not first overall. I got second overall. Next show was actually my birthday, and I was in Oklahoma City. It was a pretty big show. Lo and behold, homeboy, mother no water, is there competing. He's competing, and he says he hates bodybuilding.
No way.
He was there, and we made.
Oh, he was.
I'd have hit him with my trophy.
No.
I just looked at him and I smiled, and I went on stage and I took overall. I had a tiara, a sash, everything. I took the whole show.
I mean, you look
Congratulations.
amazing. Wow. God.
So this picture is actually after. This is my latest show that I've done. I actually have been competing for a few years now, and I have gained a pro card, which is like going to the Super Bowl or
just say it. It's a Super Bowl. It's a Super Bowl. You're invited.
Yeah. So I got my pro card because out of the whole entire country for a whole year, everybody that had won a first place show placing that year goes and competes. So there's, over 500 people and per height. And I got first place out of everyone.
Wow.
And
So
she just rubbed it in that guy's face even more.
Good. I mean,
somebody told me that I couldn't do it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to give up everything that might distract me from what I need to do. And it's not, the fitness journey is not like this for everyone, not even a tiny bit of people, but like you have to find something that you do because it sets your soul on fire, You have to do something that makes you feel alive and that you're working towards a purpose. You're working towards something that is going to, I don't know, just
light a fire.
Light a fire.
Oh, right. You have to do
so
it.
you had this grand epiphany for yourself that really just like, wow.
I don't know.
So, what we need to do to Joe is tell him, you can't do this, Joe.
Yeah, and I'll say,
Joe.
Oh, there you go. Reverse psychology.
Right.
My wife is a therapist. She's got her PhD in marriage and family therapy. I'm going to
Hey,
have to
y'all,
talk
it's
to her
not
about
me.
that.
The show's not about me, okay? This is about Elizabeth.
It's about motivating you.
Yeah. Elizabeth's here to inspire people, Joe. She's inspiring me and Sandy and I to motivate you.
Yeah, I've known Elizabeth for 3 years.
The most inspiring thing is
What?
if you're working out more, just a little bit more than normal, you can have that amazing cheat meal once a week.
Yeah.
I'm all about that cheat meal.
Joe's having a good meal right now.
Joe's doing it on screen. That's the horrible thing.
Yeah,
Like,
what are y'all talking about?
Wait, what is it?
he's eating a
cheat meal.
Blizzard.
Uh,
It's a Reese's Pieces Blizzard. I know that because
Reese's peanut butter cup.
he's always gotten that same Blizzard just for as long as I've known him.
Right.
And I've known him over like 20 years now. So
do they still turn it over even though COVID?
Oh yeah, they will still try. Yeah, but mine's a little melted because I've had it for a little bit. I'm kind of eating it slowly.
Do it for the show, Joe.
Yeah.
for the show, Joe, right now,
No,
just right up here, and then see what happens.
like right here.
Have
All
y'all had Basso ice cream bars?
Mm-mm.
No.
What
My
is this you speak
boyfriend Joel just brought these to the house a couple days ago. We love ice cream. It's bad. Menchie's is like an addiction.
Mint cheese?
Menchie's.
Oh, mint cheese. I was like, what is mint cheese?
He's in Illinois. He didn't.
I can't hear you very well up here. Sorry.
You're in Illinois?
I am
What
Mhm.
part?
in central Illinois. I'm in right
Oh, what part?
in Bloomington.
No. Joel is from Gridley.
So that's up north a little bit, right? Or
A
is
little
that?
bit, yeah, but all of
Yeah.
his friends live in Bloomington.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wish he would like comment on here. I don't know where
Is
he
he-
is.
Yeah. What's his name?
Joel Campbell. His dad actually owns a few of the.
Hey,
Oh,
Joel.
there he is. Yeah, his dad owns a couple of the Dairy Queens.
Hush your mouth.
I'm
Down here in Bloomington.
That's my baby.
Hey, Joel. So you get. I'll hit you up after the show, and then whenever you're around here, whenever all this is lifted, we can hang out sometime. Oh, you're
Illinois.
get out of here! Are you serious?
Touch you.
So you're
Yes.
like close in the Lexington direction and stuff.
Well, he's
Oh,
No, but he went to Gridley. He went to Rush. Wait, where'd you go to college, babe? It was a private school, but then he went
El Paso and
to
Fairbury.
El Paso. Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, when I first moved up here and people would be like, travel to El Paso, there's a good doctor there and blah, 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 and this and that. And I'd be like, y'all
What?
traveled way, like, that's 15 plus hours from here. And they'd be like, what? What are you talking? No. And I used to be like, why would you go that far? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
What a
And then,
small world.
yeah, there's an El Paso like 20 minutes north of here. And I was like, I didn't know that until years later, though. And I was like,
El Paso
now it all
is
makes
not
sense.
20 minutes north.
Wow.
What is he saying here? deal. Okay, good. I guess
August
Donna.
Campbell, yes, that's where he went to college, and then Rushman
Oh,
right in Chicago.
so where he's up here right now? He's
Yeah, he lives in Lubbock.
oh, he's in Lubbock. Okay.
You can't tell that she's smitten by him at all.
Right. No.
I'll never let him go. Like I said, I was single for 5 years, y'all.
Yeah.
Not going on dates because I couldn't eat or drink. I would have to bring my own food measured out. And whenever I decided I was on an off season, lo and behold, I walked into his office and was just like,
Did I make him a bodybuilder?
oh.
That is so awesome. Well,
So-
I'm glad Joel was able to make it to the show too. That's cool.
I know. I actually texted him. I was like, are you not going to watch? What are you doing?
You're like, what are you doing?
He's got some brownie points.
The dog is very loud.
Right. Yeah, the dogs are very loud. We were working with them a little earlier.
What kind of dogs do you have?
We have sheepadoodles. We have 2.
Oh, I saw one at the vet's office today. He was so cute. I have a golden doodle.
Oh my gosh, curly or kind of straight hair.
Wavy.
Yeah, theirs are like more on the wavy straight side.
Mhm.
So Petunia was my firstborn.
Aw.
She's almost 3, and in July she'll be 3. And then we got Dudley in January, and he just turned 6 months, and he's already like 60 pounds, and Petunia is 50 pounds.
Wow.
So
So
I want to.
Johnny
ahead, Johnny.
Cash is 20 weeks old, and he is a mess, and he's stubborn, and he just came home from a social boot camp, socialization boot camp.
What? So we got Dudley in a puppy school the day before COVID shut everything down. The day.
Really?
So he's awful.
Well, we're doing online obedience with him.
Online obedience.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, not we, he, Joel doesn't discipline. I do.
I believe that.
Oh, Dudley is awful.
So go to Joel whenever
Yeah.
when you want to get your way.
Hey, Jamie, go ahead and post that last pic.
Okay.
So I shoot with Elizabeth a lot, but she also shoots with other people. And this was a really, I usually don't promote other people's photography because mine's the best. But anyways,
Right.
No, I always come to you. I always come to you.
but this is an amazing shot. And so it's so cool to see.
Wow. Is that at Raider parking garage?
Yeah, the roof. If it would,
Because I have to run up those flights of stairs. Ugh.
all 11.
Yes. That's a whooping. But anyway, gosh, you look so hot. That's amazing.
Oh, well, thank you. This is what I look like now. So I'm not so ripped up, bodybuilding regular season. This is me living my life, eating what I want to eat, but being very, I guess, aware of what's going in my body, but never saying no to a glass of wine, never saying no to the ice cream, but also, getting my cardio in, getting some sort of resistance training in, and just learning to live this super balanced, healthy lifestyle that I think everyone can achieve. It's so possible.
So do you have plans to go back to do bodybuilding again, or is this kind of where you want to be?
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Like 5 years of bodybuilding, I thought I was happy. I was doing the things that drove me to be better, that have made me into the leader, to the woman that I am now. Like, I could not be me without those 5 years.
Right.
But this new me is so happy and satisfied, and I don't need to prove myself to anybody on a stage, off a stage. I don't have to tell anyone, watch me. I'm going to do it to prove you wrong ever again, because I have such a strong sense of what I can do, what I have done, and what I'm going to do still.
Awesome. Wow. That's great, Elizabeth. That's good.
So let me take this.
So where do you
Right
think
there.
your fitness journey is heading now?
Cycle bar, y'all. And and I take clients. I still help people that are getting into bodybuilding. There's a whole routine. There's like you have to walk in these super very slutty hills. They're like
Yes.
Fancy hills.
Fancy.
you gotta learn to walk in those and move your body in a certain way. And I'm actually the only person in West Texas that really does that with clients. So I see them and I write nutrition. I help people with workout plans and just staying in it to help. That is like my favorite thing that this has brought me, is to just see other people reach goals that I can help them.
So, do you mind rewinding a little bit? Because I think my head's kind of spinning. You said something about some heels, and then people's helping them out, and I think I missed
that picture. In the red bikini, the
Oh.
picture.
Uh-huh.
You have to like walk out on a stage.
That one?
Red. I
No.
like red, obviously.
No,
Shot to ask y'all. New drop.
the other one, Jamie.
Yeah. So yes. So
That
red bikini. You don't just walk out and like stand. You have to
Uh-huh.
do a routine to where you're posing your body. You have to turn. There are backside pictures which the internet will not see. I'm sorry. I have a mother and a father that I would never want them to see those things. Like you've just.
Aww.
So yes, good West Texas girl.
Awesome.
But
Yeah, so that pose is very specific. So like where her hand is, it's to make sure that her waist looks smaller, her shoulders are back, the way that she
Hips
kind
are
of lean. Yep. So it's a very specific pose that she has to hit, and she teaches people how to make sure they hit that every single time.
yes.
Even
And
when they're like on less than 100 calories a day or no water on the day of the show.
No water.
Like 2 to 2.5 days before the show, actually.
No water 2.5
What do you
days
drink
before the
to
show?
to stay hydrated?
You sip, you have like a gallon of water, and you sip whenever you go pee. You get like 3 good sips every
3
time.
good sips.
Wow.
And so you taper, like you overindulge with water for the first, you're like 5 days out, so you're drinking 2 gallons 5 days, and then 4 days you're drinking 1 gallon. 3 days out you're drinking half a gallon. Maybe 2 days out you're drinking a fourth, but you stop at a certain time, and then until your show you're only taking sips whenever you pee.
Right.
That's
Yeah, because
interesting.
they want that skin to be as tight as possible against their muscles. So
Mhm. And it's
Wow.
really crazy because the light will hit you. You have to get that super, super dark tan, like you look like an Ethiopian child. It's very and smelly. You can't shower.
and your makeup, you go really heavy on your makeup,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Because you're on the stage.
Mhm. So those
Wow.
harsh lights, the tan, the no water, the heavy makeup makes everything just pop, and your muscles show. And if you don't have a good routine, you're not going to know how to accentuate certain muscles, certain features of your body
hmm
for judges to see.
And so you'll teach.
How many judges are looking at you?
On a local level, which is where you start, there's probably 6. State level, where you qualify to go to a pre-pro show, there's probably 10. A pre-pro show where you could potentially get your pro card, there's definitely like 15.
Oh,
And then a pro level could be anywhere from 10 to 20.
wow.
Because there's major,
Judges.
yes,
Wow.
there's major money in stake. There's
Ah.
so like our Super Bowl, major Super Bowl is called the Olympia. So you've heard of
Arnold Schwarzenegger. in
yes,
The Olympia.
yes. So that is like the epitome of where you want to go, the Olympia. And so you have to qualify to your pro card, and then pro card shows you stack up if you've placed well, and all those points get you at the end of the year to qualify for this crazy show. And it's it's amazing. These people's dedication, determination.
These people, y'all,
Oh, yeah.
y'all, you're part of the club.
I bowed out before.
Can you bow out? Like, here's what I think. It's kind of like the president. So even after presidents leave office, they're still referred to as presidents and first ladies. Like, can you be? I'm just, I mean, you worked your tail off to get this, and it's like, I get that you may not be doing it, but I'm like,
Yes.
well, I that's the way I see it. I'm like, if you, it doesn't negate your work and effort, and actually you have that with you. You know, it's
Right.
different than like if I were to go and say I can teach you how to do it, but I have nothing like that, no credential towards that. Versus you, it's legit. It's legit.
You're making me like feel really good.
You should feel good. You totally won that. Good for you. And you're out here telling a story to people and sharing and stuff. So, and
Well,
you
more
said
than
you're
that, motivating people and coaching them
Yeah.
too. It's so crazy to see, like whenever she posts and you see all these people say today's ride was awesome. She's got so much energy, and I was like, she wears me out because she's got so much energy.
So, Elizabeth, I'm going to start posting some things, more comments on the bottom, so you can just see the love that you're getting. That we're not showing you that because we wanted to focus on your talk, but want you to keep talking. But I'm going to show you some more as it comes on, just so you can feel the love from some folks out there.
There's Roxy.
Guys, I was just talking about you.
And Roxy's baby's 4 months old today. Yesterday.
Aw,
Oh wow.
little baby. No, it wasn't in that. I thought it was in the picture.
So this is not even like bodybuilding people, y'all. I'm telling you, Cycle Bar is, if you are like afraid of fitness, if you're afraid of what cardio or a strict regimen looks like, Cycle Bar is just a welcoming community of just people that want you to be happy. And happiness can be coming from being healthy. I think they coincide, but you don't have to be fit. You don't have to be perfect. We just want you to be there and like feel freaking included and loved and celebrated, whether you finished first in a class or you finished last. Like, it's
that would be me.
Oh,
I don't
so
even
there's a possibility of finishing last.
I don't know about the finished part.
For the very competitive people like myself, there's there's 2 screens in the room. And if you want to, your name can be up there, and there are races, and you can boom, push your name up top, and you can see who you're fighting against. And I freaking love it. Beth, you're amazing. My BB, I call her my BB-8, Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
I love her so much, y'all.
What you said a second ago, Elizabeth, like it really, like, I think, so how you were saying, you finish first or you finish last if you're finishing. And I always look at that, like when I talk to people and I hear like, okay, so like I like to bake and I'm trying to really up my skills this year in baking. I'm really working super hard at that. I really am. But I'll see people who post on this, this forum that I'm on, and they're like, I know it doesn't look good, but it's my first attempt, or, I'm just trying something out. What do you guys think? I know it may not look good. And I'm like, you freaking need to stop that crap. Like, that pisses me off. Like, stop giving yourself an out. You totally made that thing and you killed it. And, if you made that for your daughter or your husband or whoever, you should freaking feel great about that thing, because I'm sure they ate it. They looked at it and they thought, man, my wife or my husband or whoever made this for me. That's awesome. And, if that's your passion, I think in anything, but I can relate more with the baking right now. I'm like, you need to stop dissing yourself. You need to totally take it and just say thank you to everyone and just be like, I just want to keep doing this, because you totally deserve all that praise.
You would be an amazing coach.
Oh,
Jamie.
Oh, Jamie.
You're hired.
Man, like, hype. Exactly what I say. It's like, you can't win a race that you don't run in. You can't, you cannot finish and cross a finish line if you don't start. So it doesn't have to be, the forever race. It doesn't have to be this huge thing. Like, just make a goal for yourself that you're going to do one thing. I have to put one thing out, and I know she's not watching because she is a COVID nurse, or not even a nurse. I'm sorry. She is a physician.
Okay.
She's over at UMC. Her name is Erica. And today she set a goal for herself May 6th of 2019 to finish 100 rides at Cycle Bar. She finished 100 rides today, May 5th.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Erica.
Everything, right? She is amazing. She's a mother of a toddler. She teaches UMC, the Texas Tech physician. So like she is educating physicians going through med school, going through residency, fellowship, and she's also one of the frontline physicians with COVID.
Wow.
And she's still doing all of this.
And still has time for Cycle Bar. That's amazing. See, that's the thing is you have to make time because we can make excuses, and I'm really good at that. Me, but you can also make time. If you want to do something, you'll do it.
Yeah. You just have
That's
to
a good point.
do it. Yeah.
Elizabeth, you are like the total hype person for us in this. And how long? I don't know how long we've been doing this, but no one's been more hyped than you.
Honored and also terrified, to be honest. I can't have you like watching me get ready.
Yes, let me tell you what my goal is for today. Oh, I can't click it. Jamie, can you click it?
Oh yeah.
I'm having time. Start the blizzard and finish on air.
That is Joe's goal.
But I don't think it's going to happen today because I've been having technical difficulties, and I'm like, oh, I'm trying to pay attention.
What size is it?
What?
What size?
About 44.
Medium.
Okay, I'm disappointed.
Medium.
If you're gonna commit to something, commit to it.
Tell him, Elizabeth. Tell him. That's right. If you're not going to do it, then
Go.
don't do it the best you can not do it, okay?
Actually, no,
No.
this is a small. It's a small.
I can finish a small. Come on.
I can finish it, just not before the show ends.
I got to be honest, guys. I don't have blizzards that often over here, but I do. And when I do, I only get them like once or twice a year on purpose. But I've only ever get them
on
in
purpose.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding.
So if your kid brings you one accidentally, then
I won't eat it. Yeah.
What's everyone's flavor? So Joe is obviously Reese's.
Reese's. Yep, for Joe.
Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
I am M&M's.
I've never had one.
You bull-faced liar. You ain't never met no Martin Luther King Jr. Sandy. You better stop it.
I'm here to tell you. Now I'll never have one because I'm dairy free. So there's that.
Yeah. Oh. Wow.
She said, I like that. Oh,
and it's not because I'm bodybuilding. So there's that.
Well, okay, so I was dairy free while I was bodybuilding, but bodybuilding actually led me to a doctor that told me that I have celiac, I have all these different allergies. So I would not choose to be dairy free if I didn't.
Oh.
And we chose that life. We chose that life a year ago.
That punishment.
That's
We did.
my friend.
Look at one of our viewers. He eats blizzards so he can run.
Amen. Yes.
I knew a guy in Lubbock. I think he's down in San Antonio, and he had a similar philosophy to that. He would work out as much as he could so that he could eat all the crap that he wanted to eat. And so he was like, if I'm going to eat like, enchiladas and blizzards tonight, I just got to double my workout tomorrow. And then he would do it, and so.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I've thought about that too.
So before my whole fitness journey started, I remember I was living in Dallas and I had never ran more than like what was, mandatory in PE.
You had to run in PE?
Wow. Yeah, I had to. Yes, the mile, I was like a 26-minute mile. And I remember they opened up a Brahms about a mile and a half away from my apartment. And my friend and I ran to Brahms just to get an ice cream cone. And then I definitely called an Uber back.
Oh.
I heard that Brahms is coming back to Lubbock. Someone I read somewhere.
already. But then
it is?
like, well, they had a building. It was over.
It's on the.
It's on Milwaukee,
Yeah, like an 82nd in Milwaukee, kind of.
and then we're getting one in Wolfforth.
Mm.
So we used to have a Brahms back in the day. That's where Stella's used to be, right, Joe? Like, or next to
No.
Stella's?
That's Grandy's. We've never had a Brahms.
No, that was Grandy's. Yeah.
Because Brahms will not open a location that their trucks cannot drive to and back in one day. So like they have to have a facility, like the big plant where
Right.
they manufacture things. Their truck drivers can't drive to a place and back in one day.
That's good to know.
Wow.
I like that. I don't like to drive, but if I did, I'd want a place that I could do that.
Could you imagine being a truck driver?
Oh, I don't. I
Couldn't.
can't.
Mm-mm.
No.
My road rage would be.
You and I would be in prison right now, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
If you were having a truck drive,
Because
okay?
we would take them out. You're like, I'm bigger than you.
Yeah.
Didn't you know this?
Usually you don't see the 18 wheelers on like 98th Street or things like that. They're usually, inside city. This truck, 18 wheeler, full blown 18 wheeler, was like revving up on me on 98th today. And I was like, oh boy, I'm going.
He was going to make you pull that pro card out that today, wasn't he?
He's done.
He's like,
That's right.
Elizabeth, you've been so fun tonight. And I
Yes,
think you've motivated more than just half of me. But but we always ask this before our guests leave. We want you to come up with a subject that we can possibly have on a show down the road. And it doesn't have to be, we ask that it's not too heavy and that it's more upbeat. So just anything that you can think of will be cool, and we'll try to work it in. Unless we don't like it, then we'll just toss it.
We'll forget about it.
We're doing a dog thing.
We're doing a dog thing. Mhm.
I'll do my thing. What about awesome air fryer recipes?
Oh.
Food Friday.
The whole hype, right? COVID showed me that an air fryer is the best thing since Jesus made bread out of like one piece or something.
Really?
What kind of air fryer do you have?
We got the pressure cooker / air fryer.
Instant pot air fryer.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I've been eyeballing that one too.
experimenting, but I can't get enough of people's recipes. I'm like, send me what you're making. We will try it. So that is something that I would want to see, but maybe also like fashion, help me.
Oh, like Lady Gaga's steak dress? I just
Not in the air fryer. That would be.
yeah, air fried steaks.
I don't know. My dad. I don't. Oh,
They want us to bring you back, Gary.
I would love to come back anytime that you have dog related, food related, fitness related.
Or hype. We need a hype person. We need a hype
Right.
There we go.
person. Yeah, we're bringing Elizabeth in. So we're almost to the last minute.
And says, "Y'all, wait." I don't have my music going. We're like, it's the lottery, right?
Yeah.
I'm done.
No, you're good. You're good.
Well, you're not done.
Yes, this is your time to shine now. Whatever you want to like plug or let people know about you or something that's going on in your life or that people can help you with, this is your time right now.
So my fitness journey started with a man in my life who I cared for and looked up to, telling me that I wasn't good enough. And I just want to encourage you and tell you that no one can put a price on your happiness or your worth. No one can make that decision for you. Like, your worth is found in here, and it is not based on anything that somebody else tells you, and that you are fully capable and fully exceeding anything that, like, you can do anything. Basically, you can do anything. And all it takes is for you to just believe in yourself for even 1 second and spark that fire and find people around you that will support you and love you for all of your ups and downs. And I want to be a part of that too. Whether you come to Cycle Bar, whether you are in fitness, or whether you are finishing your second blizzard of the evening, Joe, I want to love on you. And there's so many people out there that just want to love on you. I promise. You're not alone, and you are so worthy, and you are so important and capable and all the wonderful things. Don't ever think otherwise.
Oh, awesome, Elizabeth.
You
Wow.
tell him, Elizabeth. You tell him. I freaking heard her. Seriously.
That was awesome, Elizabeth. That was
I
believe it. I freaking cry.
You're amazing, Elizabeth. I'm so happy. I'm trying to give you these last bit of little people who are just kind of throwing stuff in here at the last minute, but I want to give it to you before you leave because I know we got to get off. And
no, we should just let her sign off with us. She can sign off with us. So I think she's been awesome, and I think it's a perfect way to end. Oh,
wait, what does this mean, real quick?
Oh, so Stan Sahil actually taught me this. So Stan means we are like with you. We stand, but you take the D off. We stand. I don't know. So JJ. So hey, JJ. Sahil actually just finished his freshman year of college at Texas Tech.
Congratulations, Sahil.
Yeah. And he taught me Stan. And I think I'm doing it. Oh, shoot. And it's Sahil.
Sahil.
He actually let me in. We're actually good friends. He let me in last night that I've been pronouncing his name wrong for the last.
Way to go, Sahil.
That's awesome.
Way to go, Elizabeth. Way to keep him motivated. Mm-hmm.
So Stan is like you are with someone. You fully support them. We stand.
Okay.
Without a D.
We stand together apart, though.
So you just say like, if like somebody is saying, "Oh, I love blizzards," and you say, "I stand."
Okay.
I get it. I get it.
We're gonna use that tomorrow night on the show.
Yes, that's a new word.
All right.
Awesome.
So everyone, I appreciate you all coming on. I hope that you were all just as encouraged as we were by Elizabeth tonight. And I hope you heard her message because you freaking are important and you matter. And we're so happy that you guys come and join us here every night. It makes us feel really good afterwards. And it's a lot that Sandy and Joe and we all talk about it all the time, and it encourages us greatly. So get yourself encouraged out there. And what do we have coming up, Sandy and Joe, this week?
So
tomorrow is Rachel. Rachel the dog whisperer will be on tomorrow.
Okay.
Tune in.
And Thursday's kind of to be determined right now, so we will have to get back with you on that.
Go ahead and plug it, though, Joe. Maybe this is the episode that we need plug.
We need some heroes, some frontline heroes. Like Elizabeth, you had one that we would love to shout out to. So if you know people.
Yes, actually, let's talk.
Yeah, well, perfect. Yeah, we just want to have people, and they don't have to come on the show, but we just want to post their picture,
their story.
Give them their story and why they're the hero to whoever. So, but with that,
girl in from Lubbock that's in New York fighting COVID in New York. She was featured on KCBD.
Oh, really? See, that's what we want to know about.
So she rides at Cycle Bar, and I'm blanking today, but she's like badass. So that would be.
That's the kind of people we want. And then Friday, everyone, we have our food show. It'll be our first. Instead of our normal Freaky Friday, we're doing Food Fridays now. And come with us if you want to hear about some of the recipes that we cook and bake and get along with. Sandy I'm actually excited to listen about from your perspective, Sandy, because Sandy is a no dairy, no sugar, gluten-free house. Yeah. And you've been that for how long?
A year in June.
Ooh. So I think a lot of people are interested in one or all of those topics, honestly. So come back on Friday too and join us for that. But otherwise, Sandy,
remember to wash your hands
for at least 20 seconds.
You filthy animals.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.